Hi friends, how are you today? It is March the 11th. This month is just flying by. I can't believe we're already in the middle of March. And what that means is it is time for another bi-weekly budget with me. I didn't think that this budget with me was going to be as successful as it was. To date, it's like one of the most popular viewed videos on my channel. I mean, not that I have many and not that I have a huge viewership, but like it was kind of exciting for me to have that happen. So I decided that I would keep going with this, and it's a very, very, very busy week. So let's just jump right in. So we will start off with our actual pay this week, which was 1618.39. Oh my gosh, can't even write today. And can you all see that? Let's see if I can zoom in just a smidge. That's not ideal, but we'll just make it work. We'll zoom out at the end. So 1618.39. Now we do have more left over than I had originally planned in my last video, and that is because I had to take some money out of savings. It's my husband's birthday and I have been saving up for that. I am loath to take money out of savings, but as I said, it's been a heavy couple of months with bills and everything, and I would rather just take the money out of savings that I have than I would, then I would spend on my credit card. So it's fine. Instead of setting it on my credit card, I've got money that I've set aside. And that's the whole point of what savings is for. And that's why I continue to contribute to it, even if it's frustrating to take what feels like 3 steps back. But it's okay. It wasn't a huge amount. And what it means is that if I don't end up using the amount that I took out of savings, I can just put it back in for next pay. But as you'll see, there are a lot more expenses this pay than there normally are. And I want to make sure that I have a nice cushion in my account. So our starting balance, oh gosh, I need to do some quick math here, don't I? Is, what's that? Okay. You are about to see some real life addition going on here because I am using my camera to film. So let's see, 7 plus 9 is 16. That's 8. Okay, fantastic. 8, 6. Okay, there we go. So the starting balance is 2068.86. That is super, super duper exciting for me. And less exciting knowing that half of it is going out the window. Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, we are what we are. So I've got 2 types of expenses. I've got my fixed expenses and I've got my variable expenses. So we'll start off with my fixed expenses. They are the same expenses each time I budget. So I have $460, and that is my half of our biweekly mortgage. I live in one of the hottest, or close to the hottest housing markets in Canada, and as such our mortgage is pretty high. Not terribly high though. Some people's is a lot higher, and I just don't know how they afford to live. Good for them. And then 85 is for my property tax. I am also in a region that nearly has, I'm actually right next to the town, so it's called Oshawa. And it has some of the highest property taxes in, I want to say North America, but I don't know if that's right. Certainly the highest property taxes in Ontario. It's nuts. I don't live there. I live close to there. So our property taxes are not low by any, so this is biweekly, and that will get to my half for the month and quarterly, depending on how we choose to pay. So the next step is the thing that I pay every single week. It works really, really well for me. I've really been enjoying it, and that's the 52-week savings challenge. So I've got 37 for tomorrow coming out of my account, 52-week savings. And I've got 36 coming out of my account the week afterwards. So I've got 52-week savings. And then I have $10 that comes out. It's actually $5 per week, but I just write it as 10 in my auto debit, and that just automatically goes from my checking to my savings. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it adds up and every little bit helps, and $5 a week doesn't seem as steep as $10 or $20 or whatever. And I usually never, ever, ever touch that money. It goes into a different type of savings account. I'm going to zoom out a bit because I realize we are going to run out of space. Whew, man. Okay, so then this week I have to budget $100 for transit. So I have a tap card that I have to use to get onto my transit, and I'm really excited because this time this $100 is going to take me a lot farther. I've got a lot of vacation days coming up. So instead of like $110 for the month, that's normally what my transit gets me. If I'm doing it right, I think I'm going to get like nearly 2 months out of this, which is super exciting for me. And then my last fixed expense that is always my expense on my list is $200 for groceries. As I've mentioned previously, my husband and I don't eat out very much, although this week is very much different. We're going to eat out an awful lot. If you are going to see, if you watch my plan with me that's coming up this weekend, shameless plug, but it's his birthday and it's a big birthday, and obviously I'm not going to make him not eat out. So we're going to have a fun time. The restaurants that we're going to are not like fancy expensive restaurants. It's just things that we enjoy doing together. So that's $200 for groceries, and then whatever I don't spend on that, I just put either into my savings or into my credit card. And I think it's going to go into my savings because we have to replace our roof. And that's getting done in the next, I want to say 4 to 5 weeks. So anything extra will help. And then I'm just going to budget $100 for birthday, and that's for the birthday events that are going on this weekend with my husband. And that will include some meals, and that will include some goodies where we're going. And then this is what I was talking about last video as well. I give myself $100 a month for allowance, and it typically gets me the entire month. I'm, not left with a ton at the end, but that's the whole entire point. I try not to spend outside of that so I can build a cushion in my account. And then this month I am doing 92. Oh, so this was my fixed expenses. I should say that. These are expenses, even though like those two are a variable expense, they don't change because I do them every single week. And these are things that I know I have to do that once a month. I know I do that every single week. And then these are my variable ones. So they change like every month or however I choose to budget with them essentially. So this is $92 into savings. So I am kind of replenishing my savings account. It's just going to be slowly, but that's okay. And then, the gas bill is coming out, and that includes our hot water and our tank rental, our hot water tank rental. It's so much, but it's still less than we were paying when we had baseboard heating, which should just tell you how expensive baseboard heating is. It is a total ripoff. And then I'm going to get a massage. I get those once a month, so that's $19 for a massage. And I'm very glad I'm going. I am in the 3rd trimester and heavily into my 3rd trimester of pregnancy. And oh boy, are things just moving along now. And then our Rogers bill is in. That is for internet and cable. And again, it does seem high, and that is due to the fact that the 3 big telecom companies in Canada, which are Rogers, TELUS, and Bell, are... They charge us a lot of money for our services. I think Canada is in like, I want to say the top 10 most expensive in the world, especially for our cell phone usage. So I hope that the markets open up. There's been a lot of conversation about the markets opening up. I'm not going to hold my breath because I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then finally, I have my water bill, and this actually covers a span of 3 months. And we did have a leak, and my handy dandy husband is fantastic and he fixed it. So hopefully this will be lower next month. So those are my total outgoing expenses for the month. So let's just see what we have remaining. It's so weird that I do this highlight thing. Like, I don't do this at any other point in my life, but I really enjoy it. And I think you guys can see it better. My friend Rachel got me these new pens. They are, let's see. Can you guys see that? Yeah, they're the Energel Cleana Pentel Black 0.5. They just write so smoothly and they're so nice. And they've got this cute little nib tip. I just like, oh, they are so nice. They are my favorite thing. So back to the budgeting, what you're all here for. So for the month, I have $498.22. This is a bit of a deceiving amount. Hopefully I can put some of this back into savings, approximately $200. But more importantly, I am supposed to be going to an event on March the 22nd. Apparently due to COVID-19, not sure if we're going to be going to that event anymore. We're not sure if it's going to be canceled. If it's not, I've got some padding there. If not, I've got some padding into my account up to about $200. So that's really what I'm aiming for here. Hopefully I can just move the rest back into my savings and we don't have any other like problems. So that is my entire budget for the month or for the bi-weekly period of March 12, 2020. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe. I hope to keep doing these every 2 weeks. I am really enjoying them. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please let me know down below. I am always happy to answer. Thanks so much, guys. Toodles!